Welcome viewers to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now today we are going to talk about why regret and guilt are good for you. Now first up, one of the key reasons why guilt and regret is so important for us is because guilt and regret are painful, and pain is something that warns us if something is amiss. Now, what I mean is this. For example, if you feel depression and you have depression or you feel depressed from years of fapping, the pain warns you that something needs to change. Something needs to change. And specifically, if you are able to identify fapping as the issue, perhaps then the pain will lessen. So pain in our body or in our emotions always warns us that something is amiss. For example, if you have a toothache, you would go to the dentist and try and get that pain removed. That is because there's some decay going on. It could be because of high sugar in your diet. But just imagine this. If pain didn't exist, your teeth would continue to rot, but you would be none at all aware of it. It will keep rotting and rotting, and technically if it keeps rotting, perhaps your entire health will be in jeopardy. So that initial pain is very important for you, and that is why for all you no fappers out there, learn to manage your relationship with pain. Pain isn't necessarily bad because it warns you, it warns us that something is amiss. Now, another example I have of guilt and regret is, for example, when you eat like crap, okay? First thing is, a lot of people do feel guilty after eating like crap, okay? Now, there are some people out there who say, hey, come on, don't feel guilty, just one bite, what's wrong with that? So they try and rationalize this guilt and regret away. Now, that could be good or it could be bad, because when that guilt and regret is no longer there, what happens is uncontrolled binging. And the second point I want to make is this: don't rationalize your guilt away. Don't rationalize your guilt and regret away. Don't just come up with some excuse to say, oh, everyone faps, right? So even though I feel bad, I don't think it's caused by my fapping. Even though I feel bad, I don't think it's caused by me watching pornography. Now, this rationalization in whatever kind of circumstance, okay, it could be the food that you eat, it could be the pornography that you watch. What this does is it removes this pain. It removes this pain of regret, pain of guilt, and it causes you to just continue on harming yourself instead of allowing perhaps your conscience or your consciousness to tell you that, hey, something is amiss, it's time to stop. Now, one of the key things, okay, in tackling no fap is this. I'd like to share a quote from, I think, Bobby Fischer, who is a world champion in international chess. He said this. He said, I don't believe in psychology. I believe in good moves. Now, what I mean is this. Sometimes people that feel guilty, they have this renewed sense of enthusiasm. Let's say after you relapse, okay? You have this renewed sense of enthusiasm and you tell yourself, oh boy, this time round I will make it. So they have a lot of enthusiasm due to this guilt, right? And many a times they go through this cycle of enthusiasm and then followed by temptation, and when they relapse, once again they tell themselves, okay, this time round I will succeed. But many a times this is a cycle that goes on and on again because their way of approaching the problem didn't change. Now, willpower alone is not meant to power you through all the difficulties you have, but rather you should use your willpower to put yourself in a place, in a situation where it's most likely for you to succeed. A good plan. Use your willpower to think up a good plan, or in Bobby Fischer's words, good moves. Now, what I mean specifically and practically is this. For you no fappers out there, if you have really made the decision to cut out pornography, to cut out masturbation, then, for example, have you tried installing pornography blockers on your computer and passing the password to someone? You have to do your work. You have to notice when are the times you relapse. Have you kept a journal? Now, personally, I do not do all these things, and as I mentioned in my previous video, the one rule that I stick to now in my current streak of 79 days is setting specific boundaries to not cross. What I mean is this: specific boundaries such as I will not touch my dick. I will not touch my dick. That's very simple. That's very easy. If you do not take step 1, how do you take step 7? You cannot. And in here lies the proverb: prevention is better than cure. It's so much easy to not start escalating into this addiction cycle rather than start masturbating and then telling yourself, before I orgasm, I'm going to stop. And in this case, in my experience, this has been very effective because the neural pathways are not triggered when you don't even take the first step. And that is really when wholesome healing can happen to your brain. That is so important. And therefore, all of you out there, whenever you feel guilty, whenever you feel a sense of regret, good. Let that guilt and regret stay with you. It's good to have enthusiasm, but use that enthusiasm not to just falsely promise yourself that this time around it will be different, but channel that enthusiasm into methods that will work. Porn blockers, setting up specific boundaries to not cross, and hey, you will definitely make great progress when you adhere to these principles. Now, if you like this video, like it, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again.